Soon it will be Christmas Day.
Ho, 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 and welcome to Radio Inspire to Learn, where we're ramping up the Christmas cheer to fever pitch. And to get things started here, we have a really rather special visitor in the studio. Now, he's come all the way down this morning from the North Pole. Who do you think that's going to be? Yes, you guessed it. It's the man in the big red suit. It's Santa! Santa, good morning. How are you doing?
Oh, fine.
Great to
Just
see
very,
you.
very busy now, as I'm sure you can imagine.
Yes, those elves will be absolutely flat out on the run up to Christmas.
Well, yes, but they're ever so organized, you know. They've been doing it for years. Thousands of years.
Wow, they must be quite a team. I hope I'm still that productive when I'm their age. I mean, but you're no spring chicken either, are you, Santa?
Isn't that a bit personal?
No, I'm meant it as a compliment. But you must be pretty fit climbing down all those chimneys with that heavy sack. I mean, have you any tips for the listeners?
Well, I don't know. I don't do anything special. What is this? The one show?
You don't have a special diet or anything?
Well, no. I mean, only what most people would eat, I suppose. You know, and mince pies, cookies, and hot chocolate or two, and perhaps some marshmallows on the top. Just normal stuff, you know.
Oh, so just like what the girls and boys leave out on Christmas Eve for you?
Well, of course. I mean, it's just the sort of things that I like.
Or maybe an occasional tipple or a beer, a little wine or something?
Well, yes, of course, maybe on Christmas Eve. I mean, the children often leave me a little something as I'm travelling around, leaving the presents behind.
How many houses would that be, Santa? How many drinks? 1,000? Million?
Well, probably more than that, if I'm honest. But what on earth has it got to do with anything that we're?
Right. Well, you see, Santa, we invited you on as a surprise guest for the interview, but actually, the surprise is on you.
Oh, really? Well, how lovely.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you're going to enjoy this. Because for a while now, we've noticed how much bigger you appear to have been getting.
Bigger? What do you mean? Bigger?
Well, yeah, I'll be honest, Santa. One of your elves has actually contacted us, as they're really concerned for your health.
Well, you ought to be concerned about his health when I find out who it was. There's nothing wrong with me. I mean, possibly I could shed a pound or two like most people. I mean, but that could be the beard.
Well, I'm afraid your elves don't think so. They want you to change your ways.
Well, they can keep their opinions to themselves. I don't want to be helped.
Well, to be honest, a million glasses of beer in one night to wash down a million mince pies and cookies? That doesn't sound like the diet of champions to me.
Well, I do eat other things, vegetables. You know, I share the occasional carrot with the reindeer. I mean, they prefer lichen, of course.
Not good enough, I'm afraid, but don't you worry. Fear not, help is at hand. We've agreed to create a challenge to our listeners that will help you.
Well, I just told you, I don't want to be helped. Do you want to go on the naughty list?
Well, you might well want to, Santa, but you are a role model. People all over the world look up to you. So we're launching a new Santa cookie.
A Santa cookie?
That's right, a Santa cookie, but a healthy one. One which you could eat all day, every day, and you'll be as healthy as a horse.
But I'm already as healthy as a horse. It won't taste of sawdust, will it? I mean, most of that healthy stuff normally does. There's this one elf in the workshop. You're feeding me this stuff. Keeps telling me to eat it.
No, of course not. In fact, Santa, your chief elf has travelled all this way to surprise you this morning as well and tell us all about it.
Oh no, it's him. I might have known.
Oh, a bit of tension in the air there, I'm feeling.
Well, not from me. I only have his best interests at heart.
But I'm fine as I am.
No, you are not. You need to keep yourself more healthy.
Oh, is that right? What about the time you had me doing CrossFit? I was in bed for days after attempting Fran. And actually, what about that Brussels sprout soup diet you had me on? My goodness, we had to open all the windows for weeks afterwards. That's not funny in the North Pole.
I only do this for your own good.
Okay, guys, we get the idea. Alfie, tell us what the challenge is.
Elfie?
Well, you sound like an elfie elf. Elfie? No, never mind. Just tell us what the listeners need to do.
Just watch yourself. I am in charge of the naughty list. Anyway, back to business. We want everyone to be healthy this Christmas, not just Santa. So we want to launch a range of very, very healthy Christmas cookies.
And who are these aimed at?
Well, everyone and anyone, of course. But this is where your listeners need to be very clever. You wouldn't use the same words or pictures on an advert for the grandmothers as you would for the little boys, would you? No, we want the listeners to identify just one target audience and make their Christmas cookie appeal to them. Leave other audiences to other people.
Fabulous. So what do they need to make?
Well, anything would be good right now. We are so busy at the North Pole. So perhaps your listeners could design the packaging or the adverts that could go on the radio or on the TV, or perhaps a song or even a recipe. I don't know. Perhaps the posters. Whatever they think will be very, very useful for selling the product to their target audience. But I don't want anything like these One Directions or these Frozens. That is already taken.
Okay, so the idea has to be original then, and not taken from like Disney or from a film or from a music.
That is absolutely correct.
Do they need to include a recipe?
Well, if they want to, they can, but they don't need to. Unless perhaps it is used to sell the product as healthy.
Yes, I mean, they could call it something like crumbly Christmas cookies. So crumbly because they're made of sawdust, as most of these sort of things seem to be.
Are you still here? When I want your opinion, Santa, I will ask for it. And right now, I am not asking. If the listeners want to include the recipe with their cookie to explain why it is healthy, then they are welcome to do so. But it is entirely up to them.
Well, this sounds like a very worthwhile project. And how will we get these ideas to you?
That is why I am here. It is very simple. The teachers can collect all of the work and hand it back in to the people here at Inspire to Learn. And you can put them on your website. That way, all of the work will be available for all of the world to see. And we will see it too.
Brilliant. Well, I'd just like to thank you both for coming this morning, Mr. Elf.
It was an absolute pleasure.
And Santa, I hope you enjoyed your surprise.
Yes, fabulous, I'm sure.
Quite. Well, we'll lead off now with another Christmas belter and get the spirit going again while the listeners have a think about how they can help with this project. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Just you wait till I get you back to the North Pole. I'm in charge, you're only an elf.
We shall see who is in charge when we get back, won't we?